So today I'm going to start with a new chapter called as consumer protection. So what is the need for consumer protection? A consumer is a person who consumes your product, who buys your product and uses it for themselves. So there is a need for this consumer to be safe in the market. So if you see in this picture, there is a conversation that happens between a buyer and a seller. The seller here tells, I want to buy a pack of good quality fruit cream. So what does the seller tell? The seller tells, don't worry because whatever we sell, it has a FPO mark. FPO mark, what is it? FPO mark is a mark that has been given to the products that has the food products. Okay, so before we move to this chapter ahead, let us know like what are the things that we know, what is our knowledge, and how much is it about consumer protection. What is consumer protection? When consumers a consumer protection, it is actually done to safeguard the consumers, because the consumers, they are treated as the king of the market. Okay, so they need to be safe. So when consumers are misled by advertisement or label of a product, what is it called? Consumers, yes, it is. There are many chances where the consumer is being given a product through advertisement that is of not of good quality. So that is called as deception. What is deception? You tell something but in reality it is not so. Now for example, if you see the pan parak thing, okay, any kind of beetle things, and if you see the advertisements that are being given for cigarettes, all of these, they might be deceptive to the consumers, because what is the danger behind it is not explicitly told to the consumer. Yes, though it is not explicitly told, it is being written in the carton of the cigarette that it is injurious to health. So this kind of deception has to be stopped. It has to come to an end, and that is the main purpose why consumer protection topic is even being inculcated or included in the curriculum. So what is the main aim of consumer protection? It is to create an awareness among the public to know that this is your privilege and you can get it. So, what are the different ways a consumer can be exploited? A consumer can be exploited through misleading advertisements, there might be black marketing, there might be hoarding of products, there might be like misleading the information, not giving the accurate information to the consumer. And what is hoarding of the product? Hoarding is a way which a marketer or a businessman uses. They create an artificial scarcity in the market. They tell that this product isn't there, and then when the business person or when the marketer finds out there is a high demand in the market, they sell those products for a higher cost. Okay, so these are the answers for the questions that we just saw. Okay, just a small thing. Black marketing is another a kind of thing where you get a product at a cheaper cost and then you sell it at a higher cost. For example, they do black marketing of cinema tickets where they get it for say 20 dirhams and then they sell it for 35 dirhams. That is called as increasing the cost and then getting the profit. So that is not good. Defective products, I tell that this product is going to be good, it has all of these attributes, and then when you consume it or when you use it, you find it is not of that quality. Okay, so now let us move with the question of who is a consumer. A consumer is a person just like you and me. So what does he do? What is his main aim of buying a product? It is to consume. He doesn't buy a product to do manufacturing or to improve the standard. No. He just buys the product to use it. Okay. So what does the consumer do? A consumer, according to the Act of 1986, Consumer Protection Act, it tells a consumer he can be an individual or an organization who buys goods and services for the purpose of using it for a consideration. So, according to this, what is that a consumer has to be treated as? A consumer, he is called as the king of the market. If there is no consumer, there couldn't be a place where a marketer or a businessman could survive. So that is why he is called as the king of the market. When you learn about consumer, it was earlier told that a consumer is called as caveat emptor, which means caveat buyer, be aware of what is being sold in the market. But now it has been changed in the market to caveat vendor, which means the seller, the vendor who is selling, he needs to be aware of what he is selling in the market. So, what is the need for consumer protection? Why are we learning about it even? The consumers, when the businessmen, when you see in the initial stage, in the historical stage, we had this barter system where buying and selling happened with goods and service, exchange of goods and service. Whereas later time, the businessmen came into the societal market and then they started selling the products for a cost. But their main aim is to profit. So what happened? They started using unfair trade practices, exploiting the consumers. So what happened? There was defective products which were sold. The products were not of good quality. The products that were sold were not safe. Okay, they were adulteration. Unsafe products might be the product has already gone through the expiry date. Adulteration, they started mixing certain other things. Now, for example, if you see in the black pepper, they started mixing the papaya seeds. So, what happened? Both are black and round in color, but they are of not of same quality. So, that is called as adulteration. Misleading advertisements, like if you see the some creams, okay, the facial creams like Fair and Lovely and all of these, uh, they were asked by the consumers that it is misleading, it has racism in it. Hoarding of the product, hoarding is a process by which you create an artificial scarcity in the market and then sell it for a higher cost. The same thing happens in black marketing. So, what are the ways and means of consumer protection? How can consumer be safe? The first thing is self-regulation of business, which means the businessmen itself, they need to see what are they doing, how are they working. Then the business associations, they form a business associations or group which take care of the quality of the product. The next one is consumer awareness. As we are the consumers, we need to be aware how to be safe in the market. Okay, and then there are different consumer organizations or welfare sectors that help the consumers, and then the government. It is a obligation of the government. It is a social responsibility of the government to take care for the welfare of the people. So, consumer protection, it is not a narrow concept, it has a wide agenda. So, what does it do? It has become the responsibility, the duty by which the grievances of the consumers, if consumer report any problem, that needs to be solved. If I don't solve the consumer's problem, then the consumers will be exploited. Okay, so there are different kinds of promotions which are being given. So what is the importance of consumer protection? First one, consumer ignorance. I am not aware that I can buy good product. It is my privilege to get nice products. I cannot go to a supermarket and get some fruits or vegetables that are not of good quality. So that I will know. I should I will come to know only when I'm aware. If I am not aware, then I'm called as ignorant consumer. I'm not sure of what I can do it in the market. Unorganized consumers are consumers are not aware of what is happening, and because of this happens consumer exploitation. Now, if you see in the first picture, consumer ignorance, this is innocent and ignorant consumers who do not know what are the things that they are facing due to these unfair trade practices. Unorganized consumers, they can be organized in the form of consumer organizations. Consumer organizations are like a group that has been formed by different consumers. They tell what are the how a consumer can be safe. And consumer exploitation is happens due to various unfair trade practices, defective products, selling, black marketing, and all of these. Now, what are the responsibilities of a consumer? The consumer should be aware that these are the goods and services that are available in the market. So, if I do not get a good product, then I can file a complaint. I have to be quality conscious. I cannot just go and get any product that is available in the market. I should be aware, like if I use or consume this product, what could be the risk factors? So there might even be death if the consumer is not aware, and the consumer should be honest in whatever they buy and sell. So with this, I stop for now. We'll continue the chapter as part two. Thank you.